Okay, so you decided you're going to do a museum exhibit. You can see from these pictures some examples of what you could do for your museum exhibit. Basically, it needs to be about the size of a shoebox, a bigger shoebox, and it needs to show something about the life of the person that you decide to research. So you could just do a shoebox kind of diorama thing or use toy people to make a display. It's up to you. You're creative. You figure it out. But to go along with your exhibit, you need to have a brochure that includes all the information that you found. So you're going to start by clicking on Make a Copy of this document. Make a copy. And now you've got the setup for your brochure. So this is the pieces are labeled. You've got the front cover, what's going to be the back cover, and the inside flap once you fold it up. And then down here, you've got the inside of the front cover, the inside middle, and the inside flap. So when you're done with this, you shouldn't have it labeled anymore, but it's labeled just to help you keep track of what you're putting where. So on the front cover, I would probably put a picture. So to put a picture in, you can go to Insert, Image, and you can go to Search, and just search for an image. So if I'm doing George Washington, I can search for a George Washington picture, and maybe I like this one. So now I've got the picture in here. If I click on it, I can make it bigger or smaller by dragging those blue squares. There's other image options that you can play around with to make your image look different. Then to type, you would just go underneath it and start typing the title of your project. So George Washington Museum Exhibit. And probably who did it. So by Pam and Sally. And that's probably all you need on your front cover. Now, you can play around with the fonts up here. Here's your different types of fonts. Here's the size, color, all that stuff. On the back cover is where you would write down where you found your information. So that information should be in your notes. So if I open up my drive and find my notes organizer, up here at the top, I should have wrote down what book I got my information from, which encyclopedia, what website, etc. So this stuff would all go on the back of my website. Or not my website. That stuff would all go on the back cover of my brochure. Then on the inside flap, and the inside middle, and the inside front cover, you can put more pictures, and then all this other information you found. So make sure you're including everything. When were they born? Where were they from? Where did they live? All this stuff needs to go inside your brochure somewhere. And then when you're done, just like I said, make sure you share it with Mrs. Newhouse so it can get printed, and then it automatically saves, so you can just close it. So this is something you could work on at school, and then maybe the museum exhibit is something you put together at home real quick.